Oh.
Hare Krishna. I'll just start with the prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
Netaji, on mute.
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे हरिहराय नमः कृष्णाय यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः हरिहराय नमः कृष्णाय यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय गोविंदाय नमः श्री कृष्ण हरि बोल गोपाल हरि बोल राधा रमण गोविंद हरि बोल जय राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल. So welcome you all to the level 1 class. My sincere apologies for starting late. Sorry, I was held up in another meeting. So we'll start with our today's class, Vibhuti Yoga. So we have completed almost half of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Totally out of 18 chapters, 9 chapters are completed. And today we'll be starting with the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that is Vibhuti Yoga, also called as the opulence of the absolute. So here, whatever Lord Krishna has been telling in the past 9 chapters, I am here, I am there, I am this, and all those things. So all those elements will be elaborated in detail in this particular chapter. Yeah. My Supreme Lord said, my dear friend, mighty armed Arjuna, listen to my, sorry. Listen to my supreme word, which I shall impart to your benefit and which will give you a great joy. So I just told you the story also. This Lord Krishna, before starting of the Mahabharata war, he has uh, told Duryodhana not to go for it because nobody is benefited out of it. But Duryodhana will not listen to it. Okay. So, Lord Krishna says, yes, I will rest for a certain amount of time. When I get up and see, whoever I see first, I'll be there on their side. And as I told you, Duryodhana being very envious of Krishna, and at the same time, he was not a devotee of Krishna. He's blindfolded with the wealth, the treasure, opulences, what all he had, and he was not at all in a surrendering mode or a submissive or a humble mood and all. Okay, and he was very arrogant of his positions and all. So he will draw a chair near the head end of Lord Krishna and he will sit like this. And definitely, um, when you get up, you won't be able to see him, right? And Arjuna being a servitor of Krishna and very humble and religiously, they have been following in all the instructions and uh, whatever the suggestions given by them and all. There is no description of the pure devotee, he was always surrender on to them. So he will not miss out an opportunity to be at the foot end of a Krishna. So Lord Krishna will say, yeah, whomsoever I see first, I'll be there on the side in the Kurukshetra war, and my army will be on the opposite side. So that will go to the Kauravas again. So even though I'm participating in the war, I won't actively do anything. So I'll just remain inert. So for that, Arjuna will say, will you be my charioteer, Krishna? Then say, why not? Okay, so Krishna choose to be a charioteer. So he's so merciful towards his devotee that he is always there for a help. So, this particular picture, this is the story behind that. Okay. नामे विदुसुरगणा प्रभावं नाम हर्षया अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of demigods and the sages. Okay, so if we can, as I have been telling you, Lord Krishna is like a milk, and the demigods and rest of the incarnations are the like a curd, buttermilk, ghee, butter, all those things. Okay, the derivatives of the milk. So ultimate source is a Krishna. He knows me as an unborn, as a beginningless, as a supreme lord of all the lords. He is undiluted among the men, he is free from all the things. As we have been discussing for the past few days, Krishna is the source and he is the maintainer and he is the annihilator also. Okay. And this is the ultimate truth. So this particular picture, what you are able to see on the right hand side is of Mother Devaki, who is carrying Lord Krishna in her womb. Okay, and all devatas, everybody is just waiting for the baby to be born. Therefore, offering the obeisances on to the Devaki Maya. Okay. The seven great sages, before them, the four of the great sages, the Manu and who are the progenitors of the mankind, that is the initial people and all are born out of my mind. And all these creatures in this planet descend from them. Okay. The initial thing Lord has created, just one or two, the main people and all. Then the rest has followed accordingly. Okay. एतं विभूतिं योगं च मामो यो वेत्ति तत्त्वता सो विकल्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशया. He who knows in truth this glory, the power of mind, engage in unalloyed devotion service of this, there is no doubt. Okay. So this is a picture from Srimad Bhagavatam again. When Lord is entering the Dwarka, after the Kurukshetra war, everything has been done and all, Lord will say, like my role here has been finished. Let me go back to my place, Dwarka. So when he is coming, you can see everybody is welcoming in a grand way. Okay. अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्ता सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुद्धभावा समन्विता. So Chatusloka Bhagavad Gita 10.8 to 10.12. These are the four important shlokas where all essence of Bhagavad Gita has been told here. Okay. So in this is the first one. He says, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Whether it's a spiritual again is the superior energy of the Lord and material is the inferior energy of the Lord. Okay. Everything emanates from me. The wise who knows this perfectly engage in my devotion service and worship me with all their heart. Okay. So he is the source of all, whether it's a material as well as the devotional manifestation. Okay. Macchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The devotees of my pure thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Okay. And their lives are surrendered onto me. You can take example of many Bhagavatam stories which we have told. And in this present, Arjuna. Okay. And they derive great satisfaction, bliss, enlightening to one another, conversing about me. So, if we take a rough conversation between a non-devotees and a devotees. So devotees will be, if they greet each other, okay, they will say, did you attend the Mangalarti today? Okay. How many rounds did you do? Okay. Did you happen to attend the Bhagavatam class or any book of Srila Prabhupada you have read today? What bhoga you have prepared for the Lord? So, what are your upcoming programs for a weekend to attend temple or do any seva? So, these will be the conversation between two devotees. The same thing if you go and observe the conversation between two non-devotees. Okay. Again, it will go in a different way, isn't it? It will not be the same. Okay. They will ask you how many jewelry you got, what saris you got, or what property you got, what are your upcoming plan weekend for any um uh, different destinations, but not anything about the God. Okay, that is the difference between a pure devotee as well as the non-devotees. So these are simple people who are not doing any devotional service. So the material manifestation, it has to perish one day because it is all temporary. But the devotees of the Lord, they have that knowledge that what is permanent is only the knowledge about the Lord. Okay. So they don't get deviated from all these things and try to concentrate upon the Lord. Okay. And they derive utmost satisfaction from doing this thing. So either they are physically engaged in service of the Lord, mentally by doing the chanting or preaching or any of the activity related to the Lord. In that way, they are all blissful. तेषं सततयुक्तानां भजन्तं प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तां येन मामुपयन्ति ते. Those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So, because everything is revolving around me, so I will take that step forward so that they have that understanding of me and they come to me. So this particular picture is an example of again Dhruv Maharaj, who has meditated upon on the Lord at a very young age. So ultimately, God will appear in front of him and fulfill all the desire he wished for. तेषमेवानुकम्पर्धम् अहम् अज्ञानजां तमा नास्यामि आत्मभावस्तो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. Out of compassion for them, I dwelling in their heart, destroy with the shining lamp of the knowledge the darkness born of our ignorance. So once we take a step forward towards him, he will give it the required illumination that will dispel all the darkness which is born out of the ignorance. Arjuna Uvacha Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Majam Vibhum Ahustvam Rasaya Sarve Devar Sirnaradastata Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Bravisi Me Arjuna said, you are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode, and the purifier, the original truth, and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, the transcendental, original, and you are the unborn, all-pervading beauty. And great sages like Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaim this of you. And now you yourself are declaring it to me. Okay, you have been telling that I am the source of all those things. But now, personally, you are explaining it to me. Okay. So let's see next. Sarvametadritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahi te bhagavan vyaktim vidur devana danava. Oh Krishna, I totally accept this truth that all you have told me, neither the gods nor the demons or Lord know my personality, high personality. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own potencies, O original of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, O supreme person, Lord of the universe. So now he has accepted this. Krishna is the source of all the incarnations, all the what do you say, existence in the world, whether it's a living or non-living things and all. Okay, now he has understood all that, and let's see how does it goes about. Yeah, acceptance of Arjuna for all the Krishna says should be emulated, and then we can understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and then only we can understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of the Godhead. So unless we are convinced about it, so next step will not happen. So here Arjuna is totally convinced of what Lord Krishna is saying. So now he is preparing to get something, a blessing from the Lord. What is that? We will see. How should I meditate on you, Krishna? In what various forms are you to be contemplated, O blessed Lord? So tell me again in detail, O Janardana, your mighty potencies and glories, for I never tire of hearing your ambrosial words. So here he is not envious of Krishna, totally surrender. Till now he was having lot of doubt. What is this? What is yoga? What is karma yoga? What is karma yoga and Krishna consciousness? So many doubts he had, and how we have to meditate. Even among good men also, many people approach you. How is that? How are the devotion How is the devotion service done by them is different from a pure devotee. So what constitute a pure devotee? So once you are in a pure devotion service, how you have to go about further to meditate upon you. So ultimately, he's reaching that point. So let's see how Lord will answer to his question. So this particular picture shows all that Krishna is a source and many derivations like the demigod Lord Shiva, Brahma, and Adityas, Airavat, Ananta Shesha, animal, what not everything, Narad Muni, Garuda, everything you name it, it's again the sources of Krishna. So I just wanted one devotee volunteer to read this one. Hare Krishna. Anyone from the group?
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Shanti Mataji, please. Hare Krishna.
Both you want me to read, Mataji?
It's like I am Vishnu among the Adityas. I am sun among the light. Like that it should.
Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah. I am Vishnu among the Adityas. I am the sun among light, Marichi among the Maruts, moon among the stars, Sana, Sama among the Sama Vedas, Indra among the demigods, mind among the senses, life force among the living beings. I am Lord Shiva among the Rudras. I am Kuvera among Yakshas and Rakshasas, Brihaspati among the priests, Skanda among the generals, Ocean among the bodies of water, Brigu among the sages, Om among vibrations, sacrifices, chanting of holy name, Japa, Himalayas of Himalayas, I am the immovable things, holy fig, Ashwatha among the trees, I am Narada among the sages of the demigods, I am, can't see the last,
Chitraratha.
Mataji?
Chitraratha.
Chitraratha. Okay.
Is it visible, Mataji?
No, Mataji. Chitraratha among the demigods.
Okay. Yes, Mataji. Anybody else wanted to volunteer to read this, or shall Mataji continue? Yes, Mataji, you can continue.
Yes, Mataji. I'm the monarch among men, Vajra among the weapons, Surabhi among the cows, Kantarpa, Cupid among procreators, Vasuki among the serpents, Ananta among the snakes, Varuna among aquatic deities, Aryama among the departed ancestors, Yama among dispenser of law, Prahalada, the Daitya demons, Time among the subduers, Lion among the beasts, Garuda among the birds, Wind among purifiers, Rama, wielders of weapons, Shark among the fishes, Ganges among the flowing rivers, end and also middle of creations, Science of the self among the sciences, conclusive truth among the logicians, uh, A among the letters.
Continue, Mataji.
Yeah, I can see only so. Yeah, yes. All devouring death. I am all devouring death and generator of all things yet to be. Okay, not applicable. Fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience among women. Brihat Sama among hymns. Gayatri among poetry. Margashira among months. Spring, flower bearing among seasons. Gambling among cheats. Splendor among splendid. Victory, adventure among not applicable. Strength among strong. Vasudeva among descendants of Vrishni. Arjuna among the Pandavas, Vyasa among the sages, Usana among the thinkers, the rod of chastisement among punishments, morality among victory seekers, silence among the secrets, wisdom among the wise.
So if you can summarize in this particular picture, where it is, So this picture has everything, what all we have just read in this three slides of that. So Lord is the source of every living and non-living entities. He is actually in this PowerPoint, only very limited thing is been written. But if you read the textbook, it is given like he is the mountain, he is the hill, he is the forest, he is the river source, what not. He is the Airavata and elephant, and the Garuda, the Sheshnaga, everything, so every living entity and the non-living entity, it's again the Krishna is the source of all those things. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed for all existence. There is no being moving or unmoving that can exist without me. So again, Lord Krishna is clearing that he is there in all living as well as in non-living things. O mighty conqueror of enemy, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is just a mere indications of my infinite opulences, as I told you. So whatever it is been put down here is only very few, there's an n number to it. If you read in detail of Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, then you will get a detail. Like in this universe, nothing like where Lord is not there. So he is omnipotent, omnipresent everywhere in the world. Yad yad vibhutimad sattvam shrimadurjitamev va tat tat eva gachatvam mama tejomsa sambhavam. Know that all beautiful, glorious and mighty creation springs from but a spark of my splendor. Okay, so whatever you think about or whatever you think, anything in the universe, everything emanates from him. Okay. atha bahunaitina अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृष्णम् एकं सेनास्थितो जगत्. But for that, what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. You can see Lord is here and a learned Brahmana is here, and the same soul, the soul which is there in the Brahmana. Again, each and every living entity you take, whether it's a fish or a bird or a dog or a lion or a tiger, anything, or a chandala, anything you take. So Arjuna is there, Krishna is there in every living entity as a small soul. Okay. So the only practice is to realize the existence, source of our existence, and lighten the soul, sharpen the soul, and make it crystal clear before we go back to the Godhead. So all this sadhana, bhakti, the spiritual practice will do that part. Okay. So Krishna is unknowable and source of all. He is there in all living and non-living entities, and pure devotional service is the first and foremost factor for anyone to know about the Lord. Only then Lord will be understood, or all his opulences and all the knowledge will be known about him. So this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, that we should be practicing a pure devotion service. Arjuna accepts Krishna's supreme position when Lord says, yes, I've been telling you about this. I'm the source of this. And now here, today I'm myself declaring this to you. So Krishna describes all his vibhutis and also the resource of the demigods or the all living and non-living entities. So now that it is clear that Lord is the source, Krishna is the source of all material as well as the spiritual existence in the world. So the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he will elaborate that he is the source of everything. So we can't claim this. I built this building. I have made provisions for this. I have laid down the roads. I have grown so many trees and made it a forest or a mini jungle or something. Any work we do, that ability again is a Krishna, we can't claim for anything. Only it's a foolishness. We think that we are the doer for anything, whether we are doing any, what do you say, philanthropic work or any of the social activity or any of the social work by helping others or any of the CSR activities, all those things, again, that ability and that intelligence by which we can do is again is a Krishna. So even the small, what is it, the air will not move, or a single strip of a leaf also will not move without the permission of a Krishna. Nothing will happen without his permission. Okay. So he is such a master manager of everything and all. So now Arjuna has understood that he is not the actual doer, that who will be doing the war. Again, the ability in Arjuna is Lord Krishna. So he come to that realizations. And tomorrow's chapter is very, very interesting, where the beautiful conversation between Arjuna and Krishna will go much deeper. And we can imagine ourselves in a Arjuna's position. Like, we also take credits to many things what we do in our day-to-day life, but ultimate when we come to the source of that, then we'll be what is astonished to know about that. Similarly, Arjuna will be quite surprised to know, like, who is that ability who is making him a Sabyasachi tomorrow, and how his perspective will change and how he will agree to go further about the war and all will be discussed in detail tomorrow. Okay. So this is all about the 10th chapter. 4 slokas, 10 to 8 to 10 to 12 are important one, where all the contents of Bhagavad Gita are being told in a nutshell. Okay. This is all for today. Hare Krishna. Any doubts you can ask.